Good morning, guys. Today is actually going to be an off day from the gym, and I get a lot of questions as to how, almost lost it there, as to how my nutrition changes on off days compared to days that I go to the gym. Do I change my macros at all? Do I lower my food? Do I increase my food? Well, we are going to cover that in today's video. I figured it would be something a little bit different, try to keep you guys interested. I know these can get kind of redundant and boring, so we're going to see what we can do here.
You'll win somehow. So give up on the battle, baby. It's hard, I know.
So 99% of the time when I do these videos, it's a weekend and I'm going to the gym. And you guys see the same thing every single week. The puff wheat cereal, the poverty milk, apple, banana. You gotta be getting a little bit sick of it. And the only thing that changes when I go to the gym during the week is that I have, instead of the puff wheat cereal, I just have 2 rice cakes and an apple. Because I'm crazy and I like to switch things up. I know it's very, very different. And the major change when I don't go to the gym is that I just don't have any puff wheat cereal or rice cakes. I still try to get some fruit in. And this is strange because I rarely ever have an off day during the weekend. I don't even know what to do with all my time. But I figured since the off day did fall on a weekend just because of some scheduling things, we'd switch it up a little bit. We'll take you through what I would do on a typical off day. And this is gonna be cool because usually on my off days I still have to go to work. So now I actually get to cook some stuff. So we're gonna start out with one of my favorite combinations in the entire world, banana, strawberries, and yogurt. I just love this combination. I can't get enough of it. And the other thing that I wanna mention is that I noticed that making a sandwich is a lost art. So another thing that this video is going to revolve around is making sandwiches. So hopefully you guys can learn a thing or two. Doesn't that just look amazing? And so what I'm gonna do is actually throw this in the freezer for a few minutes while I make the sandwich. Now for the sandwich, what we're gonna be using is some pepper jack cheese, a few servings of roast beef, an egg, and just by default, you can make a sandwich a lot better by throwing an egg on there. It's kind of a rule of thumb. Got a hamburger bun, and there's one thing that I haven't shown you guys in a few videos, and I feel kind of guilty about it, but it has returned. The cardinal sin here would be eating a cold lunch meat sandwich. Nobody wants cold meat on their sandwich. So we're gonna put this in the microwave for like a minute, warm it up while the egg is cooking.
I took her out, it was a Friday night. I woke alone to get the feeling right. We started making out and she took up.
Oh man, got impatient. I'm sure some of you enjoyed that runny yolk nastiness, but now if you've been watching the channel, you know what comes up next. You have to wrap it in aluminum foil, put it back in for about 5 minutes.
Smile. Oh, how I wish that you could be.
Alright, you guys taking notes? Look at that, the cheesy, eggy roast beef sandwich. Cannot wait to eat that. You see how this did thicken up a little bit. Just got some of that wateriness. I don't think that's much of a word, but we'll go with it. We got it out of there, so this is going to be meal number 1. This really reminds me of an Arby's roast beef sandwich. It's not as amazing, but it's so close. I know a lot of people that tell me that they don't have enough time to go to the gym, and this is what I see all the time. And you heard me talk about at the beginning of the video that I'm not going to the gym today, I'm gonna have all this free time. You would think that I would use it to be productive, but no, that's never what happens. So people that say they don't have enough time to go to the gym, they usually end up wasting it. I know that there's some people that truly do not have the time. They have kids, they have very demanding jobs, and maybe they do not have the time that it takes in their day to go to the gym. Okay, I get it, but there is just so many people that just waste more time, so you might as well go to the gym. I feel like once you do that, you feel more productive and you start doing more things. Like, I'm pretty much telling you this long drawn out story right now because I've done nothing today and I feel bad about myself, and when I feel bad about myself, I hold the camera in front of my face and make you guys listen to it. Alright, here's what we're doing. Hold up. One second. This is gonna be a very small meal, but I want to make another sandwich here, so I'm gonna get some egg substitute out of here, as well as some hummus. I'm about to break everything in my refrigerator today, but I love this stuff. You guys have seen me use this for countless weeks now. And then I also got some salsa, but I'm gonna put the camera down because I'll break everything. Do you guys ever just eat salsa out of the container by itself? It's so good. I'm also going to be having one of these guys. Unfortunately, I'm only going to be having one, but I've been really digging these lately. They're 60 calories a piece, and it's just a nice little treat. So we just got the egg substitute over here, the hummus and the salsa on here. Top it like that, and you guys know the strategy by now. Wrap it up, back in the toaster oven for 5 minutes. It's kind of weird for me. I usually never show you guys these small type of meals. This isn't even a meal, it's like a snack. I don't know, I'm just not a big snacker. I prefer to have larger meals. I don't know why, I'm just feeling kind of hungry. It was way too early to eat dinner. It's only like 4 o'clock. I feel like if you eat dinner before like 7:30, you're just like a grandpa, which maybe most people would argue I should eat dinner before 7:30 then. And there she is, looking pretty good for a pretty basic sandwich. I mean, it's just kind of egg substitute on an English muffin. But the cinnamon roll is what I'm real excited about. Let's just say it's been far from the most productive day I've ever had, but that is all right. I did read a pretty cool article today though. Figured I would share it with you because it was interesting. It was about social media, and our generation is obviously very obsessed with social media. At times it's just overwhelming. And the article was about, you know, we'll take pictures of everything, you know, what we eat, where we go, with our friends, every single thing. And I'm convinced that most people do and say things just for the purpose of putting them on social media. I mean, I think that's a pretty safe assumption. You'll go somewhere just because I want to have a picture of that to post to Instagram or whatever. And the article was saying that, you know, we'll justify it by saying, oh, we need all these pictures to have memories and we can remember it forever. And the argument that they were making was you're not even living in the moment. You're too focused on the picture. You don't even get the full experience of it. I thought that was pretty interesting. I think they make a kind of a valid point. And I try not to be bad about social media, but I'm just like every other 25-year-old person. I love it, you know? We're all enamored in it, and it's just, I guess, who we are. So what do you guys think? I mean, is it just people being old school and not wanting to adapt to the new times? Is social media really making the world that much better? Should everyone just accept it? I mean, I'm so torn between it because we all have those friends that we can't even go out to eat with because they'll be, you know, texting away on their phone the whole time, and it's like you're not even having a conversation with them. I think it's a fine line. I think that we are going to have to at least move towards that to some degree. But I don't know, is it getting too much? And every single day I feel like there's a new social media platform popping up. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, how much more time can we be wrapped up in this? Something that I struggle with. I don't know, I just figured I'd get your guys' input on it. And now we are gonna get to some more food here. So what I did not tell you this morning is that I threw some chicken in the crock pot. This is so freaking good. This chicken teriyaki, it's already seasoned. It's actually chicken thighs, not chicken breast. And it just adds so much flavor. If you guys ever see anything like this, pick it up. You will not be disappointed. So I just put that in for 10 hours. And of course, we gotta make a sandwich out of that. So we are gonna put something together, and I'll show you guys soon. Doesn't that just look delicious? And this is 6 servings in total. Unfortunately, I'm only going to be having 2 servings right now. So what I am going to do is pack some lunches for next week. And I only have to pack 2 lunches next week because I got some meetings set up the other days. So what I'm going to do is have 2 servings for each of those days. So 2, 2, and 2 makes 6 for you math majors out there. And you guys are probably wondering, well, how are you going to do that? How are you going to divide this into 3 different portions? Well, my friends, I have this very complex method that is called eyeball and divide into 3s. And that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at this guy and I'm going to say, okay, 1/3 of you is tonight, 1/3 of you is Tuesday's lunch, and 1/3 of you is Wednesday's lunch. I know, I deserve a Nobel Prize for that. So in case anybody is interested, this is what I will be packing for lunch. I got potatoes under there that I just chopped up and microwaved. Then I got the chicken, so then when I get to work, I can just reheat it all. And this chicken has a little bit of spice to it, but it has so much flavor. It's so good. Oh man, you guys know how much I love baked beans. I got about 3 servings here, and then just gotta load up the sandwich.
Baby girl, yeah, you were my first, but you always been my favorite girl. And I just so happened to break up with my latest girl. So I think you...
Alright, for this one, all we're gonna do, throw it in the microwave for about 30 seconds just to melt all this cheese, and we should be good.
I still feel the same way that I felt so long.
Man, I should start a sandwich company. This looks so bomb. I'm gonna have this. I got 5 servings of broccoli, and I'm gonna be a happy man. Speaking of social media, this guy would be in my MySpace top 8 of all-time favorite sandwiches. And MySpace was like the best social media platform ever, man. Got so many babes on there. So I realized that this entire video took place right here in the kitchen. It's almost like I did not leave the whole day in terms of this video. It's kind of weird. I mean, I guess it's a full day of eating video, and that's appropriate, and maybe that's how all my videos are. I just never really think about it. mean, sometimes I take it in the car and I run my mouth, but I'm sure you guys did not miss that. I don't know, there's just nothing like overly creative in this video, I guess. So give me your guys' feedback. I realize that every video is not going to be the same. There are going to be some fold A meetings that are better than others. So I don't know, what do you guys think about this one? It was pretty straight to the point, no fluff in between it. Which is ironic because we are going to get to some fluff because we're going to continue on with this sandwich theme, but we're going to make some dessert sandwiches. So here's what we're going to have, guys. We are going to go on with, okay, I just found these at the store. These Lucky Charms, what is this, like a breakfast bar and some regular Lucky Charms, s'mores Quest bar, s'mores Pop-Tarts. I think you see where we're going here.
I don't need a Rolls Royce or a Bentley. No, not. Cause none of my heroes had those. I wonder if I'm supposed to do like them and die young. Cause now I'm someone else's hero. I drive slow, and now I'm driving through my hometown. The one that every time I go I always hold down. And now it's feeling like a ghost town. Why is it feeling like a ghost town? This is what you listen to.
Well, the one thing I'll say is I'm disappointed with how small this Lucky Charms cereal bar was. I was expecting something a little bigger, but I think that this s'mores Pop-Tart sandwich is going to more than make up for it. Oh yeah, that right there, that's Rich Homie approved.
Yeah, what's up, OBO?
Do yourselves a favor, put a s'mores Quest bar inside of a s'mores Pop-Tart. Just trust me, that's all you have to do. You can throw some fluff and some chocolate protein in there if you want, but I'm telling you, just put those two things together and you will understand what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna put the macros across the screen now, and you will notice that they're a little lower than they are on my training days, and this is kind of a twofold. So typically in normal circumstances, I'll only lower it by a little bit. I'll only cut out that pre-workout meal, so the pre-workout carbs, which would be, I don't know, anywhere from like 30 to 50 grams of carbs less. And for the overall majority of people, I would recommend that you guys just keep it all the same. Just for simplicity, KISS method, keep it simple, stupid. But you know, I like to complicate things, and the reason that is even lower today than it would be if I just cut out that pre-workout meal is because tomorrow I know I'm gonna do some damage. And if you guys want me to do a video on this, I will. How do I want to say this? I will like net out my calories at the end of the week. So if I know one day I'm gonna go way over, I'm fine with that as long as I cut back the other days. I try to stay around the 181, you know, just for powerlifting purposes. If I ever get around to finally competing, I want to be right in that weight class. So that is my strategy. And if you guys want a whole video on how I take it as a long-term approach, just the weekly strategy as approach to the day by day, I can do that. And if not, then that's fine too. I'll just keep it to myself. So that is gonna be the end of the video. Again, I apologize that this was kind of, I don't want to say boring, but I don't know. Let me know. You guys tell me. So please like this video if you did enjoy it. I would really appreciate that, and it helps me out so much. So thank you for doing that for me, guys. And I thank you for taking the time to watch this video, even if you didn't like it. I still appreciate you. So I'll talk to you guys next time.